Vera. It's quite literally one of the most breathtaking worlds we've seen in a modern MMO landscape. The lighting, the scale, the sheer immersion. Ash as a creation is building a foundation that could redefine an entire genre. But beneath the gorgeous alpha exterior, a digital plague is festering. I'm Arcane Goth, and today we aren't just exploring, we're auditing. While the developers are busy building a masterpiece, these clankers are busy stripping it for parts. They're everywhere. The gathering bots are swarming all the nodes like locusts. Trains of crate runners moving day in day out for profit. And the worst part, these aren't just scripts. These are IRL cash crops. And if you get too close to their profit margin, you'll find the handlers protecting these bots, ready to gank anyone who threatens their bottom line. As a sworn-in cleric of divine justice for the crusade, I have taken a vow to purge the corruption festering the lands of Vera. If the devs are too busy for an early spring cleaning, then I shall be the one to provide that divine intervention. The scales must be balanced, and the clankers must be smited. The time has come for me to cast judgment. It's genuinely disheartening to see. Here we are standing at Briarmore Farms, some of the very first soil a new player's gonna touch. These starter zones should be filled with wonder, excitement of discovery, and organic chaos of a fresh adventure. Instead, they've been turned into automated assembly lines. These scripters and bot runners, it's a huge problem. They don't care about the lore, the lighting, the labor that the devs have put into this world. To them, it's just a series of coordinated exploits for a few cents per hour. Granted, that might be good money in the countries that they live, but the problem is it takes away from the immersion from everyone else that plays this game, honestly. These bots are so abundant and brazen and just open about it everywhere. Anywhere there's gathering, whether it be fishing, gathering nodes, crate running, wherever there's coin to be made, you're going to find bots. The bots are a problem not only for the economy, but from an immersion standpoint. Rather than seeing bots everywhere, I'd rather see cool stuff like a hidden path or an area no one would even bother to go out of their way for. Like this hidden area I found in the ceiling, and my curiosity led me to a hidden reward. And even though it wasn't much, it's little details like this that I really appreciate in an MMO. A bit of a tragedy, honestly. We're 1 month into Alpha 2 Steam Early Access. You have a solid foundation and a game with so much potential. But the RMTers and multi-box scriptwriters are treating it like it's their hustle. I'm here to put all the bots and bot handlers on notice. If you're going to turn Vera into your paycheck factory, expect me to come in and shut down the power. So you have bots everywhere in the game. They're a nuisance on the land, but then you also have the bot handlers. They have to oversee the bots because this is a PvP game and they have to protect their assets. Now, during my time monitoring these loops, the only instances where I was killed by another player only occurred immediately after I dispatched one of their bots. And it wasn't a coincidence, it was a response. Both times I was killed by players, and the only times I was killed by players, I attempted to verify if I was dealing with actual players by sending them a whisper in game. And I got no response, no trash talk, no explanation of why. And yeah, even more telling was their behavior following my deaths. Both times I observed both the handler and the bot move off in the same direction, heading towards the next node. So I don't have access to server logs or definite proof, but the devs do. Maybe they watch YouTube videos to try to gather what people think about their game. And if you're watching this, the names are on screen. So if you could check the logs. But I've played enough MMOs long enough to recognize the tell signs of bot tending. And these weren't just players, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a problem. They aren't interested in social competitive aspects of the game. They're simply there just trying to automate the game for their own profits and continue to ruin the economy for everyone else. At the end of the day, we have to remember this is an alpha, and the fact that this game is just an alpha and this is the game that we have already is a massive win. But the botting situation is definitely a glimpse into the future if it isn't handled by the devs with an iron fist. These clankers don't just take resources, they take the soul out of the world. I have high hopes for Ashes of Creation. The foundation is there, the beauty is undeniable, and the community is ready. But until easy anti-cheat really does its job and fully locks out the scripts and the bots, players like me will be there holding the line. I'm sure the devs are actively monitoring the situation and taking notes and probably checking logs, figuring out how they could patch these people from running their scripts and getting in game with mass multi-box bots. As a cleric of Crusade, my stance is unwavering. We cannot wait for a patch to fix the issue. If you see a train of clankers, disrupt it. If you find a handler guarding their cash crop, challenge them. We have to make it more expensive and more exhausting for them to operate here than it's worth. Whether you stand with the Crusade or you're just a lone traveler who cares about the future of Vera, I'm calling on you to crush these bots and cast judgment. Not my usual guide video here, but I thought I would just bring awareness to anyone that's outside of the game wondering what's going on in Ashes of Creation currently. Like I said, I'm sure the devs are actively monitoring and probably will have a solution for it in the near future. Don't be discouraged, guys. I have great faith in the dev team. They're doing an awesome job, honestly. But yeah, that's the video I have for you guys. Be sure to subscribe. Maybe pop into one of my live streams where I go live on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm still working on a set schedule, but I go live most days. Until the next judgment is cast, keep your blade sharp and your resolve unwavering. And if you're on the line of the server, I'll see you in the field of battle. Thanks for watching, guys.